coming back. That was so cool. I must shake your hand. That was good fun, wasn't it? Welcome back, guys. This episode, the Supra gets back out to the big track doing a track night with ARDC at Sydney Motorsport Park. We also have Mark and Mark here from the Datsun Club, better known as Yoda and Gramps, bringing the Cedric and the 200B out to play. We're back, we're at Yakuza Motorsports and getting the car serviced behind me so we can do the track night tonight at Eastern Creek. Just did the skid pan the other day, so as usual the car is getting as much hell as it always gets. Gear oil, diff oil and engine oil being done, filters, yeah, that's all you do with a Toyota, isn't it? Hope I don't regret that later. Right here. That's this man right here.
I am Harrison from Yakuza Motorsports, head salesman and workshop manager. Welcome to our showroom.
Yakuza Motorsports is home to everything JDM, from parts to oils, and they have a showroom that makes you feel like a little kid again. Most things on the shelf ready to go. You can go from race parts to just your basic accessories, all in one spot. And they even do dyno tuning. The car's serviced now, let's get straight into the track day. Session 1, let's go. Alright, we're back on. Let's see what we can do today. I didn't know the I-30 was coming. Alright, maybe we can get hyped up. Using this first session to warm up, we had a little delay in the beginning because the car broke down. Back on track again and just passing a couple guys. Some still in their warm-up laps and others just naturally slower cars. I've never done this version of the track. I didn't realize that we were going to be doing Grab-em, which is a little extended section at the top corner of the track. So I took it easy trying to figure out. It's actually a very tight section of track that required a lot slower speed corners, which are a little bit harder to come out of without spinning the tires. Playing around with it, we ended up doing a 2:26 this session. Came in all hyped up, ready to go for the next session. Forget how good these tires are. They're definitely better than I feel comfortable going at the moment, especially on the new section of that track. I've never done this. So now, let's pull in. First session was good. It started off really no, I didn't know we were doing Brabham, however you say it, but I started to have fun in the second half. Came across Sheepy's friend, saw that I-30, and then all of a sudden, all the energy came back up, so did a couple overtakes, then we got the checkered flag, so game over. But anyway, I'm happy again. I was in a down mood before, but we're good. And Soupy's good, he's happy. Still on its slowest setting, as usual, but he's doing very well. I don't have the balls to push past what the tyres are capable of yet. Ah, we have another mark.
It's okay to do what you're doing if you know what you're doing, you know, right?
You just miss crazy guys.
And now we have them.
I'm understeering.
Oh no.
Yeah, but these tyres are old. So
Do you want to put my wing on the front of your car?
Yes. I'm going to put some fresh tyres on there and see how we go. But
Beautiful. And how are you going, Gramps?
he's got a fresh motor.
Ah, yeah, this is the first time this motor's been in the car. And it's not the Pulsar from the other video.
No, that's right. I did a full lap. 5 track days, 1 fire, never a complete lap.
I saw that and I was like, oh, someone's lost the filter.
Everyone knows it's up there.
Yeah.
They're all going past.
The car's just trying to make itself faster by removing restriction, I think.
All we got here is a hose.
Yep, that is a cold air intake. It's also a rock intake. Not ideal, but it'll run. Oh my god, I haven't seen this. Nice. I think no matter who you are, everyone loves a Lambo. You love a Lambo? He loves a lot of Lambos. Going out again. Honestly, I do feel bad for this. I was a little bit harsh and I probably should have held back and not stressed this guy out so much. But it was heat of the moment. Come on, bro! What the f are you doing going so slow? I can brake so much later than I am. What the shit, man? We're gonna wait for Mark and we're gonna get him. Alright, Mark's coming back. We're gonna line him up on the straight. And we're gonna play with him. Let's go, Marky! Woo, that sounds amazing! Yeah, the L28! Let's go!
I think this is probably the fastest I've gone around turn 1, just over 170 kilometers an hour. I'd love to get something more like 180. 200 would be pushing it. That's going to require some aero and bigger balls that I do not have. So we've passed Mark on the straight, but next one I want to let him pass again, and I want to let him pass by further, so it takes a little bit more effort to get ahead of him.
Go again!
And he doesn't make it easy for me.
Let's get his beamer this time.
Usually I would be happy to go too wide into turn 1 and try and get around him, but a little bit of respect on the track.
I'll let him have it!
Sometimes you don't want to do that and push your friends too far, otherwise you might cause yourself a huge issue. So I've held back and we're going to get him later. He's fighting real hard here. I can't actually pass him without being unsafe.
That's it.
Let's see if we can get this next one.
I'll get him now. Good work, Marky! But not good enough.
Oh, shit. Too hot, too hot. Over the grass, let's go. That was insane. He's still on me. Look at the headlights, how close he is. Mark's not making this one easy for me.
Woo! That's good!
Alright, Soupy, let's let him have it. See ya.
The arms of the angel.
I'd be surprised if we don't get in trouble for what we just did. You cannot drive off the course, but that was amazing. That's not a moment you're gonna get every day. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Woo! And we have waited 6 years for that, I think. I think we waited 6 or 7 years for that moment. That was extremely cool. I'd go home happily now. That's it. I've got to go shake his hand now. That was amazing. I must shake your hand.
That was good fun, wasn't it?
I went off the track because I was like, oh, I can't make this turn at the back there.
Yeah, I saw you.
I was like,
No.
I'm going to overtake him, but he's so close, so I had to just drive straight over the grass. I was
And you just crossed up
yeah, I
on
was
the
like,
camera,
whoop,
man.
whoop. That's all right. I got all 3 of them on
Have
me.
you?
Yeah.
That was good fun.
That was
good.
great. That finally, I was saying to the camera, what's that? That's like 6 or 7 years we've been waiting to do that.
Yes.
And we finally did it.
That was good. Thank
amazing.
you.
That
Thank
was,
you.
that's a night.
that
I'm
is
happy
good.
with the night to end. That's it. Daniel's diagnosis.
After looking at the data, Matt has finally listened on the first corner and come in, tap brakes, swung it in, and then hauled the power out. Finally, after 4 years, finally.
We're getting there one little bit at a time. So we just basically shaved off 6 seconds from the last lap. 6 seconds is a big deal. Of course, that's because I was cruising through the others, but here we go, we're seeing a lot more speed.
So you held more through second corner.
Yeah.
You did nice, like a decent amount over the top.
Yeah.
Little bits.
There's still a lot that's slow.
You'll lose potentially spinning a little bit there. You did a lot better through the new section that you
Yeah, because they were all 50s before.
Yeah.
I was doing everything a little bit harder than before. You'll see that in the footage. All right, what happened this one?
It's too slow.
Too slow? That's a lie. Well, you got flames at least.
I got flames.
Okay, good. Now we get to clean it so it goes faster, it cuts through the air faster. This is science, people. Science.
No, it's cleaning the bird shit off.
Oh, okay. Birds. Birds. Last session, we swapped over the wheels to newer tires to see if we could get rid of the understeer. And how did that respond?
Excellent.
Excellent to new tires.
Excellent to new tires.
Okay. So
Nowhere near as skatey.
Yeah.
The tyres on the black rims are shagged. What I can still assess is if I put these spacers on, they will still give me an idea of how well the extra width will give, it's extra 4 centimeters
Yeah.
in track.
yeah. So results to come soon. So you might not know what these cars are. These are Datsuns. Of course, you know what a Datsun is, but what models are they? They're not exactly the most common thing that you see out on the track. You've got the silver car here, which is a Datsun Cedric or a 240C. Not the Z or Z, the C for Cedric. Came as a coupe and it came as a 4-door sedan. Here we have the coupe version, which Mark bought as a kind of like a wreck, and he's put it together over all of these years to get it to the stage that it is. This is a fully built motor, an EFI conversion. This is all run by Haltech. This car has so many sensors, it even has tire pressure monitoring. Running a gearbox out of a 370Z, but it has a sequential in it. It's not a flat shifting box, but it is a sequential shifter. And it has race seats, custom tunnel, everything is custom on this car. Nothing is left from the 70s except for parts of its shell. Fun thing to note is that this car also actually still has leaf springs at the back. So the fact that this car has done 1 minute 56 around SMP's GP circuit is quite fantastic, because leaf springs are things that you'll see on utes and trucks, and they're not really associated with performance. And it's crazy because it doesn't have that much aftermarket support. This isn't something that you just go on Google and find all the answers for, because people don't usually modify these cars. Very much the same could be said about this red 200B here, owned by Mark, or as we know him, Gramps. This has the L20. It's the 4-cylinder of the L family, running at this event with about 110 kilowatts. This is on its run-in tune, and it's got a rev limiter, and this is its first time out on track. So you can't get the full potential out of it, but it still does really well to keep Mark honest. And as you can see, Mark is closing the gap here, but Gramps is holding his ground. What the 200B has is the weight advantage. So while it has less power, it does have a lot less weight. This car at about 1100 kilos versus the Cedric at just over 1400 kilos is kind of huge. The Cedric makes 180 kilowatts, just shy of at this track day, but even though it is heavier, you can see that that 6-cylinder is really, really working hard. Once the 200B gets final tuned and has its rev limit taken off, you're going to see it a lot harder for Yoda to be able to actually catch him and pass him, as you're seeing now. Either way, these two cars are fantastic, and they're fantastic representations of what the Datsun Club are doing with their cars. They're actually getting them out there and racing them, and it's not just a typical one model. It's awesome to see how much love, passion, care goes into actually making their cars work. There you have it, Yoda has taken the win as predicted, but wait till next time because it might be a little bit different. I mean, look here, you can even see how close Gramps is actually getting to Yoda. The only thing he's struggling with is being able to pull out of the corners as fast. Look how deep he dives into this corner and how close he gets after being overtaken on the straight. He's right on him. I can't wait to see this thing with more power. Back to the garage. Let's see how Mark felt about the wheel spacer change.
How'd it go?
Yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah?
actually better.
So with the spacers on the old tyres?
Yes, it's better with the spacer of the old tyres than it was with the new tyres without the spacer. I tested it tonight and
Well, imagine track plus tyre.
oh, and you know what? I'm actually thinking I might go to a 235 rather than a 225.
Yeah, I think it's a great call.
That's good, I'm done.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing or tell your mates, or even better, come out to the track and race with me. I'll see you on the next one.